Becky Rodenbaugh, and I have the distinct pleasure of being the high school principal here at McBain. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome each of you to our Senior Honors Night program. Tonight, we will be recognizing the seniors from the class of 2025 for their outstanding achievements. We will also be awarding just over $132,000 in scholarship money made possible by the generosity of the McBain Rural Agricultural Foundation, and just over $5,000 in scholarship money from the Earl and Viola Meekoff Scholarship Fund. We would like to welcome our visitors from the surrounding area who are here also tonight to recognize some of our seniors with an award or scholarship. So thank you for taking the time to be with us. We'd like to begin our program tonight by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, would you please stand, face the flag, and recite with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag We're going to begin tonight by welcoming Mrs. Amy Solani here from the Career Tech Center to hand out their awards.
We have so many to give. I also brought a helper with me, Mr. Fenner, who is our manufacturing technology instructor, so I appreciate him being here with me. First of all, we're going to hand out honor cords, and the students receiving honor cords have earned an A or an A- their senior year up through the end of the third marking period, as when we do the cutoff to assign those. And I'm going to call up quite a few students, so if we want to hold applause until the end, and then we can give them a round of applause. First of all is Bryce Acom, Educational Careers. Henry Bass, Health Science Careers. Damian Bonico, Heavy Equipment Technology. Caden Cundiff, Heavy Equipment Technology. Paige DeWitt, Business Management Administration. Chelsea Eisinga, Educational Careers. Henry Gunnarsson, Heavy Equipment Technology. Connor Hammer, Digital Media Production. Megan Kyle, Health Science Careers. Stephanie Ramirez, Culinary Baking and Hospitality. Carly Madison, Business Management Administration. Nellie Reyes, Culinary Baking and Hospitality. Caden Torrey, Computers and Networking. Adrian Van Heitzma, Computers and Networking. Genesis Wilson, CNET. Christopher Woodworth, Manufacturing Technology. Nice job. Did I miss somebody? Okay, I'm a little embarrassed, but did I miss somebody who received one? They're just not here. Okay, thank you. I got a little nervous. I was reading so many. No. Okay, thank you. Good job. Phew. Next of all, we have Student of the Year certificates and pins. I would like to recognize the following individuals with the Student of the Year honors. Each year, one student is selected from each of our career technical programs to represent the best of the best the program has to offer. These students represent high academics, consistent attendance, and a hard work ethic. Please join me in recognizing the following students. We have 3, so we'll hold applause. Chelsea Eisinga, Educational Careers. She's mine. Genesis Wilson, CNET. Christopher Woodworth, Manufacturing Technology.
That one's mine.
Sorry, I'll get out of your way. Congratulations. Gotta get a quick pic. Thank you. Next up, we have National Technical Honor Society. They receive a purple medal and a certificate, and it has a tassel and a pin. The following students are members of the National Technical Honor Society. This prestigious group, they must complete a minimum of 1 semester at the Career Tech Center and maintain a B+ or better. They must be in good standing at their local high school and maintain a B or better. And they also must complete 3 hours of community service per semester. So please join me in recognizing Henry Bass, Health Science Careers, Caleb Gildy, Power Sports and Equipment, Caden Torrey, Computers and Networking, and Adrian Van Heitzma, Computers and Networking.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm sorry. I can help now. I'll help you. Do you see why I needed a helper? I gave him the harder job. Okay, we have an early college pin. Next up, we are giving an early college pin to the following student who is enrolled in the Wexford-Missaukee Early College. Early College is a partnership between the Wexford-Missaukee Career Tech Center and Baker College, West Shore, and Northwestern Michigan College. And they offer students in certain CTC programs the opportunity to complete an associate's degree during a 3-year program that begins in 11th grade. The best part is it's absolutely free to the students and their families. So the following student has completed over half the credits that he needs for his degree. So please join me in recognizing Caden Torrey for his hard work in computer networking. Next up, we have our WMCTC scholarship for $1,000. The following students are recipients of this scholarship, and all funds are awarded through an annual golf outing that we do. And we receive donations and sponsorship from local businesses, schools, and individuals. The scholarship represents our community's commitment to career tech ed and the future of our students. So please join me in congratulating Chelsea Eisinga, Educational Careers, Madeline Langworthy, Health Science Careers, and Adrian Van Heitzma, Computers and Networking.
Thanks.
Congratulations. So now I'll just give me an order, so you can just go. The WMCTC Non-Traditional Scholarship is up next for $1,000. This year we have a new scholarship, and it was funded by the WMCTC Golf Outing proceeds. This scholarship goes to a deserving student nominated by their instructor who has excelled in a CTC program that is considered to be non-traditional for their gender. Please join me in recognizing Henry Bass, Health Science Careers. Congratulations. Okay. Oh, I should have had him stay. You should stay. The Michael Shepanek Memorial Scholarship of $500. No surprise, no. The Michael Shepanek Scholarship is from Michael Shepanek, who was a husband, a father, a grandfather, and a great-grandfather. A memorial scholarship was created in his name to help further the educational goals of young people. He is honored to be able to contribute to your future success. Next up, we have the Kiwanis Club of Cadillac Earl Huckle Memorial Scholarship for $2,000. The Kiwanis Club of Cadillac contacted the Wexford-Missaukee Career Tech Center and offered to sponsor yearly scholarships for deserving seniors. We are grateful for the generous support of our students, so please join me in recognizing Genesis Wilson CNET. I'm almost done. The Tomasi Family Scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship. The scholarship was made possible by a generous donation from Lucy McGuire, who wished to honor the Tomasi family by creating the scholarship in their name. It's awarded to an outstanding student who is committed to pursuing a career in nursing. So please join me in congratulating Megan Kyle, Health Science Careers. They're doing quick shows. Last, we have the Wexford Misaki Professional Federation Scholarship, which is $500. This scholarship is the local Teachers Association for the professional staff at the WMISD. Every year, they award a $500 cash scholarship to an eligible student from one of the 7 districts, local districts. The criteria for this award is to be a graduating senior from the WMISD. They must be sponsored by a WMPF member, and they must have a GPA, test scores, extracurricular, community service, and some other things that they need to meet in order to get this. And so I'd like to congratulate Adrienne Van Heidsma, Computer Networking. And I'd like to congratulate Class of 2025 at McBain.
Senior scholars continue to be recognized in the place of the traditional valedictorian and salutatorian here at McBain High School. Senior scholars are selected on the basis of both their SAT score and their grade point average. The combination of these 2 scores creates a numerical ranking. The top 10 seniors in this year's graduating class will be honored as a senior scholar. Tonight, we will present a gold medallion to be worn at graduation, signifying their achievement as a 2025 senior scholar. Senior scholars, will you please come forward as I read your name, and you can stay lined up here. Caitlin DeZoo, Chelsea Isinga, Lydia Klein, Shannon Maloney, Carly Madison, Shauna McLean, Olivia Peterson, Isabel Roosevelt, Gwyneth Verberkmos, and Genesis Wilson. I'd like to draw attention to 5 of these young ladies who finished with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Caitlin DeZoo, Chelsea Isinga, Shauna McLean, Isabel Roosevelt, and Genesis Wilson. I'd like to present one of our seniors with a perfect attendance award this year. This student did not miss one day in the 2024-2025 school year. Caden Torrey. Next, we'll have Mr. Sean Mulder come up and go over the Highland Conference Scholar Athlete Award.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Mulder. I'm here to present the Highland Conference Scholar Athlete Award. Each year, the Highland Conference asks us to select one male and one female student that is graduating with a 3.5 GPA or higher and has participated in at least 2 varsity sports as a senior. All of McBain's varsity coaches, as well as myself, each receive 1 vote per gender. This year's recipients for Highland Conference Scholar Athlete are Miss Isabel Roosevelt and Mr. Brett Ely. Going to talk about you a little bit more, so just stay right there a second. Start with Izzy. She played volleyball, basketball, and track, graduating with a 4.0. Like Mrs. Rodenbaugh just said, one of 5 girls graduating with a 4.0, which is pretty impressive, and also made the selection process a little bit more difficult this year. So her future plans are attending Hillsdale College to study education. She will also participate on the Hillsdale track team, competing in shot, discus, and the hammer throw. She is a member of NHS, Highlighters, band, the senior class president, and involved with the HERO program. Something that maybe you didn't know, she's the current girls discus record holder with a throw of 126 feet 7 inches. She also enjoys playing the piano and painting in her spare time. I think the most impressive thing that I've witnessed her do is oftentimes you can find her leading worship songs on Sunday mornings at our church. That's not an easy thing for anybody to do, let alone a young adult. I don't like to do this. I can get through it, but I certainly am not. You're not going to catch me singing in front of anybody. So, Izzy, congratulations. On to Brett. Brett played football, basketball, and track. He's graduating with a 3.8 GPA. Future plans are to attend Mid-Michigan studying business. He's a member of NHS and also helped out with our youth co-ed basketball program on Saturday mornings in the winter. Brett also is an active member in his youth group and likes to play a little golf in his free time. Brett also played a huge role in helping our boys basketball team make a run in the state tournament the past 2 seasons. So congratulations to this year's Highland Conference Scholar athletes, Miss Isabel Roosevelt and Mr. Brett Ealing. And I'm also lucky enough to kick off the Senior Student of the Year for the teachers. I'm not a teacher, but I promised I would do this for Mr. Coors tonight because he couldn't make it. So this is what he had to say. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today to present my Student of the Year award, an award that recognizes not just academic excellence, but character, perseverance, and the quiet strength of integrity. Every so often, a student comes along who reminds us why we become educators in the first place. A student whose dedication doesn't waver, whose kindness lifts others, and whose respect for peers, teachers, and the school community sets a powerful example for everyone around them. This year, that student, in my eyes, is Benjamin Rodenbaugh. From day one, Ben has consistently demonstrated a work ethic that goes above and beyond, whether it's staying after I release students to the locker room to finish his lift, helping a classmate improve their technique, or simply greeting everyone with a genuine smile. He does it all, not for recognition, but because it's who he is. What makes Ben truly exceptional is not just his athletic ability, though I can say without hesitation he is among the most gifted students I've ever had the privilege to work with. But it's his humility. Despite all of his achievements and positions on the leaderboards around the school, he remains grounded, humble, and always willing to learn. He treats everyone with kindness and respect and leads not with words but with actions. He is the kind of person who lifts others up, makes space for different voices, and brings out the best in those around him. In a world that sometimes moves too fast, where titles and accolades can overshadow substance, Ben reminds us of the quiet power of humility, hard work, and heart. Ben, on behalf of your teachers, your peers, and the entire school community, thank you. Thank you for showing us what true excellence looks like. It is with great pride that I present my Student of the Year award to Benjamin Rodenbaugh. Oh, there he is. It's like, what the heck? You can't hide back there.
Okay, we're skipping Miss Dottie. I am going to be Mr. Good first, and then I'm going to be Mrs. Nevereth. This is exciting. So, this is Mr. Good's award. So he says, "Good evening, everyone. It is my privilege to recognize our band student of the year, Shauna McLean. As drum major, Shauna set the tempo for more than just our music. She set the standard for our entire program. Whether stepping up when I asked, or quietly lending a hand before anyone realized help was needed, Shauna consistently put the ensemble first. Her leadership was marked by focus, discipline, and an unfailing respect for every member of the band. From guiding rehearsals with commands to inspiring section leaders with a calm word and a steady baton, Shauna demonstrated the kind of poise that turns a group of musicians into a unified, confident sound. But what truly distinguishes Shauna is the spirit behind the uniform, a willingness to serve, listen, and uplift others. Her example reminds us that excellence is not just about playing the right notes, it's about elevating the people around us. So please join me in congratulating Shauna McLean, our band student of the year. Your dedication has left a lasting mark on our band program. And now I'm Mrs. Nevereth. So in Highlighters, we take the Student of the Year award and we vote on it as a senior leadership award. So this year I have two recipients, and it's an honor this year especially because they were voted on from their class and we had an amazing group of seniors. The first standout has led for 4 years in Highlighters by example, quietly going about the business of daily rehearsal, but with confidence and leading those around him through his actions, auditioning for solos and never quitting or giving in, always practicing and wanting to get better. He's an amazing tenor, but more importantly, he's an amazing kid. So Henry Boss. And our female recipient would probably tell you that singing isn't even something she likes to do. She probably doesn't love to do it. That's maybe more fair. But Highlighters was fortunate to get a person with some fabulous dancing skills and the ability to lead. And this student worked with others to create and choreograph our program this year, The Final Bell. And then she assumed the responsibility of teaching all the choreography. So I believe it was probably in the last week of rehearsals where, you know, you have to understand when you get to the end, you're really at the end, right? You're ready to maybe tie a knot and hang on or hurt the person next to you some days. But somebody said to her, and I was standing right beside her, somebody said, "Hey, I got a question about the choreography, and you're the leader, so what do you think of?" And I can't even remember what she said, and Gwyneth looked at her and said, "Yeah, I think I don't want to be the leader anymore." So, which is perfectly preparing her for her the real days that will come, and she will have of her very own as her journey begins as a teacher. So, Gwyneth Berkmos, our Student of the Year.
Well, as I looked out over the seniors, I talk to you. I don't take my time lightly with you, as you know. And I know, and I've said this to you over and over, I know that I need you more than you need me. And your class, and I have remarked about this so many times, how respectful, how joyful, how playful you are. And you've all just made me laugh. You're a very funny class. Your humor is stupid, but I love it. So I don't know what that says, but it says something. And I had an epiphany this year, and I've shared it with most of you, that my seniors always stay 18, but I get older every year. And so when I had that epiphany and I shared it with you, I don't take my time lightly with you. And what I noticed is you have taught me so much. I mean, who does this? I learned Sigma. You've taught me so much slang as an English teacher. It's kind of crazy this year. It's generational. I'm sure it will pass quickly. At times, you really gave me a heartbeat this year, and I'm grateful for that. And most importantly, you speak words of life. You speak words of life over me and over each other. And it's really pleasant to be around you folks. And I just want to say, good job, parents, because it is such a blessing to have a small part of your children's lives. They're quite an amazing class. Having said that, trying to pick two of you was ridiculous. I probably changed it. It doesn't matter who you are. I could have given you this same award because you are so unique and so beautiful. But I went ahead and the first one, I had an opportunity to witness a fire of personal growth and academic growth that literally burns within this young lady. She is the first one to participate in class discussions and to ask questions. I smile at her curiosity of mind that desires to acquire understanding. Her mind just wants to jam things together like pieces of a puzzle jammed together. But when they don't fit, this is when she grows the most, as life does not always fit or make sense. She is learning to accept misfit pieces and how that over time they will fit, but as part of a complex and complete puzzle of life. My blessings to you, my friend, as you continue to explore and adjust to the pieces of your journey. Thank you for being willing to go on an adventure, for sharing the love of plants. As we've discovered, they are symbolic for growth and resiliency. We will look forward, and we will not look back, Olivia. Olivia Peterson. All right, well, this is a little bit unusual, but bear with me. I can always count on you to complete an assignment, but never according to the assignment. I can always count on you to answer a class question, but never in one sentence. I can always count on you to give me reason or logic, but never on the correct topic. I can always count on you to be charming, but never at anyone else's expense. I can always count on you to be humorously ease tension in a room, but never forget your beautiful words of life. I can always count on you to doubt your decisions, but never doubt your God-given skills. I can always count on you to laugh at yourself first, but never doubt your self-worth. I can always count on you. Adrian, thank you for making us all laugh and smile in class.
Hello. So I think as teachers, we have a unique position to educate students for a future that we're kind of unaware of. And I think being a creative thinker leaves us with a unique set of fearlessness. I think to be creative, to sit in an art room and put yourself out there and be vulnerable and try to make the best work possible, to come up with something that doesn't have a correct answer is difficult. And both of my students of the year are very comfortable not knowing the end results. They're very comfortable being challenged, whether it's physically, mentally, or artistically. There's a story by Sir Ken Robinson where he talks about a teacher who notices a student in the back of the classroom who's drawing and is incredibly engaged. And as the teacher walks over to the student, She asks, "What are you drawing?" And the student responds, "I'm drawing a picture of God." And the teacher pauses and says, "But nobody knows what God looks like." And the student responds with, "Well, they will in a minute." And that is art in a nutshell. It is coming up with something that has no answer, that you don't need a visual to. So both of these students, I love their fearlessness, I love their courage, I love their leadership, and their humility. They're very humble. They could both be arrogant because they're talented in many ways. You're smart, you're kind, but they're not. And that's such an admirable quality to have in a leader. And I would say both of these students are leaders. So my student of the year is Gwyneth Verbergmos and Jagger Corliss. And I've loved getting to know both of them so much.
I'm Danny Utek. I teach many different classes, so it's not unusual for students to have to put up with me more than one time during the day. But I have two students this year that I had in AP Calculus and in Independent Study Personal Finance. But I would also see them before school, during dual enrollment hours, at lunch, after school, and even one Saturday morning to take a practice AP Calculus test. But definitely the most memorable was when they brought in 3-year-old twins as their senior prank. That made AP Calculus pretty entertaining. Caitlin DeZoo and Chelsea Isinga.
All right, so we got one last quiz for these seniors. Quick question for you guys. Do you know what the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle? Attire. At this time, I have Gary Vanna. I teach both our broadcasting and mathematical courses. I've had many of these students in both of them. In selecting my student of the year, I usually like to choose one that has excelled in both different realms of education that I use. At this time, I am going to bring up my student of the year, then I'm going to talk about her. I'd like to give it to Isabel Roosevelt. Obviously, with a 4.0, she got straight A's in all of the classes, but she did some very special and unique things during her senior year. Somewhere during her junior year, she was sitting in the bleachers, and Mr. Ferdine had to go away, threw a headset at her and said, "Call the rest of this game." Since she took over, and she has never looked back as a broadcaster. Through her senior year, she's been featured on 9 and 10 in a new special, interviewed on stage there. She was also the 3rd best high school broadcaster in the state of Michigan. These honors are the first time we've ever had them in our school, and we just want to applaud you for that. Great job, Isabel Roosevelt. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Sean Murphy.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name's Sean Murphy. I'm the NHS advisor, as well as the health teacher and history teacher. Gary's got a box full of goodies, so I hope you guys are comfortable. I think we're going to be here for a while handing out NHS stuff. NHS students are very well versed, and one of the things that we as teachers try to emphasize is cross-curriculum. So learning about other subjects while they're in our classes. So I think NHS students would be able to appreciate some cross-curriculum jokes. I saw the math teacher walking through the hallway the other day. You want to know what she was carrying? Graph paper. Pretty sure she's plotting something. Did you guys hear about the accident yesterday? There was a semi-truck. It was carrying thousands of copies of Roget's Thesaurus. Truck crashed. All of the Thesaurusi, is that plural? Were lost. Witnesses were asked what they thought. They were stunned, startled, shocked, rattled, surprised, astonished, astounded, speechless. Okay, now, tonight, I won't quit my day job. Tonight, we would like to recognize our National Honor Society seniors who have met all the requirements of the McBain chapter of the National Honor Society. Each of these seniors will be receiving a National Honor Society gold medallion for them to keep and proudly wear at graduation that distinguishes their efforts over the last 4 years to exemplify the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society, which are leadership, scholarship, service, and character. Will the following seniors please come up front stage to receive your medallion? I will call your name. Please remain standing until all names are called. Bryce Acom, Henry Boss, Saffron Klein, Caitlin DeZoo, Chelsea Isinga, Brett Ealing, Megan Kyle, Lydia Klein, Aiden Cucci, Shannon Maloney, Shauna McLean, Benjamin McNally Rodenbaugh, Caleb Miller, Levi Myers, Madison Akampa, Olivia Peterson, Isabel Roosevelt, Gavin Scott, Adrian Van Heitzma, Gwyneth Verberkmos, Genesis Wilson, and Eli Wilt. Congratulations, NHS members. Next, we would like to honor the following students who are also NHS members who have gone above and beyond in their service to their community by working at, recruiting for, and donating at our yearly blood drives. Each one of the following seniors will be receiving a multi-cord or a multicolored blood cord that indicates that they have contributed a minimum of 30 hours of service to our blood drives. Will the following students please come up to receive their blood cords? Henry Boss, Chelsea Isinga, Megan Kyle, Aiden Cucci, Levi Myers, and Adrian Van Heitzma. Congratulations. We have another level. The following seniors now have gone a step farther and have contributed more than 50 hours of service, either donating blood themselves, recruiting donors, or working at the blood drives. They will be receiving the Distinguished Red Honor Cords, Shannon Maloney and Isabel Roosevelt. Congratulations. Before I introduce the last group, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to those of you in our community and students who have donated at one of our blood drives. If you have donated in the last year, whether you are a student or a community member, would you please stand up? If you have donated at a blood drive in the last year, and give them a round of applause. This last group of National Honor Society seniors have worked at our blood drive for the last year and a half and have put in a combined total of almost 300 hours of service. Each one of them have contributed individually over 80 hours of service. Their dedication and service and leadership this last year has helped bring our school donations to a combined total of 511 total units to help provide needed blood for more than 1,500 people across our state. This group has also set the record for the most units once again, and last September we reached 107 donors in one day, which is remarkable. Those seniors are Caitlin DeZoo, Lydia Klein, and Olivia Peterson. Congratulations, ladies. And next, do we have Jacob Stieg? Okay.
Good evening. My name is Jacob Stieg, and I work for the Osceola County Michigan State University Extension as a 4-H PC and also the Michigan 4-H Poultry Point of Contact. And tonight brings me up to McBain because I'm awarding 2 awards to a McBain student. The first award is from our Osceola County Community Foundation. And the Community Foundation has the privilege of connecting community members with passions to assist students in continuing their education. This is done through our scholarship process. In 2025, the Community Foundation will award 50 scholarships to 36 students across the county. A total of $122,140 will assist students in the next step of their education. Tonight, I am up to present the Osceola County 4-H Scholarship, and the criteria is a graduating senior who resides in Osceola County or surrounding counties and a member of the Osceola County 4-H. And this year's recipient of this scholarship is Chelsea Eisinga. Congratulations. So, again, I'm up here representing the Osceola County 4-H on a secondary award. Each year, the Osceola County 4-H recognizes graduating seniors that have participated in 4-H all 4 years of their high school career. For many in my youth, they have been active for more than 4 years, and this year's recipient is Chelsea Eisinga. So Chelsea has been active in Osceola County 4-H for over 10 years. She is a member of the Dairy Lads and Lassies 4-H Club, and she has shown mastery at the Marion Fair and Osceola County 4-H and FFA Fair in the projects of dairy beef, market goats many years ago, and swine. So let's give Chelsea a big round of applause. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to present the Rambler Wheel Scholarship. This is one scholarship for $1,000. The Rambler Wheel Award is funded by the family of Josie Thompson, daughter of Matt and Carrie Thompson, and sibling of Leah, Ben, and Claire. The Thompson family has attended and supported McBain Rural Agricultural Schools for many years, and they recognize the importance of the wheel attributes: welcoming, honest, engaged, empathetic, and leaders. When their family experience tragedy, they recognize these attributes in our community and hope to encourage and support the same attributes in our youth. This monetary award is not based on academic achievement. Rather, it is based on the student's character while enrolled at McBain schools. The family's hope is that the student uses the award as one of the first steps in their future, whether that be at college, trade school, or in the workforce. The process for selecting our scholarship winner was to ask the staff to select the top 15 seniors in the class who best represent the wheel attributes. Once the staff had narrowed the list down, then the senior class was asked to vote for a winner. This year's winner of the Rambler Wheel Award is Gwyneth Verbrickmos. Up next, we have Mr. Bill Shire.
I'm Bill Shire, representing the Cadillac Lions Club, and we're here tonight to present a scholarship. I'd like to at first give you a little background on these scholarships, because we do give out quite a few of them. We started an event 7 years ago this year called the Medallion Hunt in Cadillac. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. We promote it through radio station and Facebook. But basically, we have a medallion that's about this large. We make 2 of them a year. One is kept by the club, and one is hidden somewhere in the Cadillac area during the first 2 weeks of July. And we have sponsors that support us in this event to fund these scholarships, and retail sponsors as well. And the radio station will announce a clue every day in the morning, and then participants can also pick up a clue at retail sponsors, and the person that finds the medallion will win a $300 prize. That is completely separate from the scholarships. But we have several corporate sponsors that fund these scholarships, and I'd just like to mention them for a minute. This year it's SMR Concrete, Cadillac Castings, Fox Motors, Cogent Technologies of Cadillac, Rexair, Borg Warner, House of Games, and Avon Protection Systems. They have been supporting us for 7 years now, and this is our 25th $1,000 scholarship we're handing out tonight. And the winner of that scholarship, and I'm proud to award this tonight, is Genesis Wilson.
I'm here today as a representative of the Merritt Butterfield Community Church. I'm not on the scholarship committee, and I don't have a vote, but the scholarship committee chair is Sharon Emery, and if any of you know Mrs. Emery, when she tells you to be someplace, you say, "Yes, Mrs. Emery, I would love to be there." So I'm honored to present the Merritt Butterfield Scholarship to Gwyneth Verbrickmos and Ben McNally Rodenbach.
Next, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Amy Dykehouse.
I'm Amy Dykehouse from Mid-Michigan College, and it's my pleasure to present the Admissions Award tonight. The Admissions Award is an annual award given by Mid-Michigan College. This award is for $1,000 to be divided equally between the fall and winter semester. It's presented to the student from each high school who has the highest cumulative GPA and plans to attend mid. This award for $1,000 this year is given to Mr. Henry Both.
All right, at this time, we want to announce the inaugural Van Polen Genema Vanna Tool Scholarship. This scholarship is a $1,400 scholarship. It will go to a graduating senior who is going straight into the workforce. The student must have a job or a place of employment for 30 days, and they are to use the money to buy tools for the trade they are to take on. The philosophy of this group is that the intelligence is also measured outside the classroom, and we want to recognize these kids who are literally brilliant in the fields they're going into. At this time, for the inaugural winners of a $1,400 scholarship will be Eli Wilt and Damian Bonico.
Next, I'd like to present the Earl and Viola Meekoff Scholarship. There will be 5 of these. Each is worth $1,097. The Earl and Viola Meekoff Scholarship Fund was created by a generous gift from the Meekoff family in 2002. This charitable trust is an endowment that will provide scholarship opportunities for future years. This year, the following students will be recipients of this scholarship. This year's Earl and Viola Meekoff Scholarship winners are Jagger Corliss, Megan Kyle, Caleb Miller, Gavin Scott, and Adrian Van Heidsma. Please come forward. Thank you. As we transition into presenting our foundation scholarships, I'd like to take a minute to thank our foundation for their dedication and for their support of McBain students. I'd like to thank you for all the hard work and time you put into making sure our students can pursue their future dreams. If you are part of the McBain Foundation, would you please stand to be recognized? The Daniel Bachman Scholarship was initiated in 2007 and first awarded in 2008 following the retirement of Superintendent Bachman. Mr. Bachman worked in the field of education for 38 years as a teacher, principal, and superintendent in 2 different districts. He served as the superintendent of McBain Public Schools from 1996 to 2007. He is a Colorado high school graduate, and post-secondary schools include Bob Jones University, Eastern Michigan University, and Western Michigan University. Recipients of this scholarship should be students having exemplary character qualities and moral standards. Illustrations of these qualities include honesty, integrity, good work ethic, selflessness, respect for others, and a positive mental attitude. The recipient should have a reputation of academic performance at the highest possible level for their personal giftedness. The Daniel Bachman Scholarship is $4,000 this year, and the winner is Genesis Wilson. This next scholarship was established in 2021 and is funded by Roger Bazine and Sons. Roger and his wife May have both been lifelong residents of the McBain area and supporters of the McBain school system. Their sons, Bob and Jerry, both graduated from McBain High School, and this scholarship is designated for those students interested in furthering their education in diesel hydraulics technology, engine and machine maintenance and repair, engine mechanic, welding skill trades, or other related curriculum. This scholarship is offered to students who are entering a certificate program, trade school, or college in any of these areas. The Roger Bazine & Sons Scholarship is $2,000, and the winner is Daniel McElhaney. The Betty Bell Memorial Scholarship has been established as of 2023 by the Bell family in honor and memory of Betty Bell, a lifelong resident of McBain and an MHS graduate, class of 1968. Betty dedicated over 30 years to McBain schools as part of the custodial staff. She was a proud supporter of this school and the community. She was passionate about the importance of education and exemplified hard work, pride, and dedication to serving others. In addition to her work at the school, Betty also worked as a local cosmetologist, taking care of clients in her home salon, and she was a housekeeper taking care of the local McBain motel. She had a saying, "Don't wait for someone else to do it when you can just do it yourself." After retirement, she assisted Matt and Daniela in caring for their daughter, Michaela, an MHS graduate, class of 2022. Betty enjoyed going to every sporting event and band and choir concert the school hosted. Upon her passing, Betty put in writing her desire to support education. Therefore, this scholarship has been created to assist a student who has exemplified a strong work ethic, has participated in community service, and has a desire to continue serving others regardless of their field of study. The Betty Bell Memorial Scholarship is $1,000, and the winner is Megan Kyle. The Robert M. Bauma Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in 2011 by the Bauma family to honor the memory of Robert Bauma. Bob graduated from Hope College and began a career as an industrial engineer. He returned to college to earn a teaching certificate in 1972 and taught in the McBain public school system for 15 years. Bob's focus was sixth grade math as well as the school safety patrol program. Bob's positive and friendly personality endeared him to the students and the faculty. He retired to Florida in 1987 and spent summers in the Cadillac area. It is preferred that this scholarship be awarded to students with a career goal of teaching. However, if no qualified applicants plan to pursue a career in this field, then the scholarship may be awarded to a qualifying student pursuing a career in a different field. The Robert M. Bauma Memorial Scholarship is $1,000, and the winner is Isabel Roosevelt. Donald L. and Edith L. Darnell Family Scholarship was established in 2001 and is one of the initial MRASF funds. Donald and Edith Darnell were both very active in the community and both strong supporters of the McBain Public School. Edith was a teacher and Donald was involved in school administration. Donald also established a successful business that expanded throughout Central Michigan. The Donald L. and Edith L. Darnell Family Scholarship is $2,000, and the winner is Aiden Cucci. The Ellen Bass Scholarship was established in 2002 and is also one of the initial MRASF funds. Mr. Dwayne Ellenbass was born in Cadillac, moved to Lucas at a young age, attending Lucas Elementary School through the 6th grade, and then attended McBain Public School, graduating in 1950. After a tour in the Navy, he graduated from Ferris State College with a bachelor's in business. Dwayne owned a very successful business headquartered in Grand Rapids, which he ran for many years before retiring into the Cadillac area. Dwayne has a strong desire to help kids and has dedicated much of his time in his retirement years finding ways to help kids. This year, the Ellenbass Scholarship is worth $4,000, and there are 12 recipients. Please come up as I read your names. Chelsea Isinga, Brett Ealing, Aiden Cucci, Shannon Maloney, Carly Medicine, Shauna McLean, Benjamin McNally Rodenbaugh, Caleb Miller, Olivia Peterson, Isabel Roosevelt, Adrian Van Heitzma, and Isaiah Van Heitzma.
Completely failed on this whole alphabet.
Gary J. Ellenbass is honored to grant this scholarship, which is funded in perpetuity and is open to all fields of study. Mr. Ellenbass began his education in a one-room schoolhouse in Lucas, Michigan. After 4 years in the one-room schoolhouse, he continued schooling in McBain, Michigan, and eventually graduated from McBain High School in 1964. He then continued his education, receiving a bachelor's degree from Michigan State University and a master's degree from Central Michigan University. He taught junior high science for Cadillac Public Schools for 10 years. In 1980, he made a career change from education to residential building for the next 27 years. This scholarship is given in memory of his wife, Karen Ellenbass, who passed away in 2012. Mrs. Ellenbass was an excellent student, graduating valedictorian from Cadillac High School in 1966. She held a bachelor's and master's degree from Central Michigan University. She was a high school business teacher at Cadillac High School and retired after 32 years of service. The Gary J. Ellenbass Scholarship is $1,000, and the winner is Genesis Wilson. The Gears Family Scholarship was established in 2022 and is funded by Craig and Ann Gears. Craig graduated in 1985 and is a proud third-generation Rambler. Grandfather Ben Gears graduated in 1937, Father Bernard Gears graduated in 1959, and brother Carl Gears graduated in 1983. The Gears family have been proud members of the McBain community since 1907, when Harm Gears arrived from Germany. Craig graduated from Grand Valley State University with a bachelor's degree in business and would prefer the scholarship be awarded to students in the field of business or education. If no qualified applicants in either of those fields apply, then at the discretion of our selection committee, the scholarship may be awarded to another student pursuing a career in a different field. This scholarship has been funded in perpetuity. The Gears Family Scholarship is $1,500, and the winner is Kaylee Riccardi. Rich and Till Herwire Family Agricultural Scholarship was established in 2010 in honor of the Rich and Till Herwire family. Rich, a 1941 MHS graduate and school bus driver for 42 years, along with his wife Till, were dairy farmers and strong supporters of the school. The scholarship is to be awarded to an MHS graduate who is furthering his or her education in an agriculturally related curriculum. Applicable courses of study may include but are not limited to dairy science, animal husbandry, crop and soil science, agricultural business management, agri-science, food safety, horticulture, agricultural technology, herbicide-pesticide technology, forestry, conservation, fisheries and wildlife, and natural resources management, as well as veterinary medicine. If there are graduates applying for this scholarship who are not pursuing a bona fide agricultural course of study, or no one applies, the scholarship award will not be made that year. This scholarship has been funded in perpetuity. The Rich Until Herwire Family Agricultural Scholarship is $2,500, and the winner is Shannon Maloney. The Hookwater Scholarship was established in 2018. Jerry Hookwater was raised on a dairy farm near McBain and graduated from McBain High School in 1965. He served in the Army, which included a Vietnam deployment. After his military service, he attended Ferris State College before graduating from Michigan State University with a bachelor's degree in civil structural engineering. Jerry worked in the engineering and construction industry for 34 years, first designing and later managing the design and construction of various projects throughout the United States, as well as abroad, before retiring in the Cadillac area. The Hookwater Scholarship will be given to 12 students this year, 8 $4,000 scholarships, and 4 $2,000 scholarships. The winners are Bryce Acom, Henry Bass, Jagger Corliss, Paige DeWitt, Chelsea Isinga, Jasmine Johnson, Megan Kyle, Lydia Klein, Madeline Langworthy, Carly Madison, Benjamin McNally Rodenbaugh, and Olivia Peterson. Congratulations. Bernard and Sandra Meyering Family Scholarship. Bernard and Sandra Meyering are lifelong supporters of the McBain school system. Bernard was a student here along with his 3 children and several grandchildren. As proud Rambler supporters, they still attend as many sports events as possible. Bernard worked for the McBain schools as head of maintenance for 43 years, and Sandra was a reading improvement teacher for 34 years. They truly both have a deep love for the further education of students and the time they spent working with them. A scholarship was created in 2015 that honored the professions of their children: construction, nursing, administration, and education. Bernard and Sandra Meyering Family Scholarship is $2,000, and 2 students will be awarded this money: Daniel McElhaney and Gavin Scott. Donald P. Mize Scholarship. This fund was established in 2005. Donald Mize graduated from McBain High School in 1959. He had a 35-year career in education as a teacher, high school principal, and district school administrator in the Dearborn school system. The preference is that this scholarship be awarded to students attending college in the field of education, or if the selection committee feels there is a better student match for this scholarship, then the scholarship may be awarded to a qualifying student pursuing a career in a different field. The Donald P. Mize Scholarship is for $1,800, and the winner is Bryce Acom. The Skierbeck-Thompson Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2022 by John and Jennifer Skierbeck in memory of their fathers, Randall J. Skierbeck and David L. Thompson. John and Jennifer are lifelong residents of the McBain area and are both graduates and proud supporters of the McBain school system. John graduated in 1993 and Jen in 1995. After high school, John attended Ferris State University and graduated with a degree in heavy equipment technology. Their 3 children attend or graduated from McBain High School. Together in 2015, John and Jen started the Northern Truck Service business in the city of McBain. The Skierbeck-Thompson Scholarship will be awarded to 2 students this year. One scholarship is for $2,000 and the other is for $1,000. The winners are Levi Myers and Caleb Vanna. The Todd Seeley Scholarship. This scholarship fund was established in 2016 by Todd Seeley. Mr. Seeley is a 1986 graduate of McBain Public Schools. This fund was established to further the education of a student studying in the following areas: construction trades, landscape design, commercial building design, carpentry, metals, technology and welding, mechanical engineering, construction engineering, mechanical drafting, construction project management, building design, construction materials selection and management, building construction architecture, surveying, or an other related field. The Todd Seeley Scholarship will be worth $2,000 and will be given to 2 students this year. The winners are Levi Myers and Gavin Scott. Nancy and Carl Vanderwood Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2023 and is funded in perpetuity in honor and memory of Nancy Vanderwood. Nancy and Carl were both graduates of McBain High School, class of 1953. Carl has completed 2 careers, first in the U.S. Navy, retiring as a Master Chief Petty Officer, and second with Northwood University in Midland, Michigan. He retired after 20 years there, having served as provost, University College at Northwood. As these careers moved them around the country, Nancy, in addition to dedicating her life to the raising of their 3 daughters, was also dedicated to preschool education, working with preschools wherever she lived. To honor her love of the preschool and elementary level of education, it is requested that the scholarships generated by this fund should not necessarily be limited to, but given priority to students seeking degrees in preschool or elementary education. The Nancy and Carl Vanderwood Scholarship is worth $1,000, and the winner is Jagger Corliss. The Westphere Memorial Scholarship Fund was established in 2017 by Beverly Winkle and Marcia Saltman to honor the memory of their parents, Frank and Jane Westphere, and their sister, Debbie Kennedy. Frank and Jane were partial owners of the local auto body shop and were lifelong residents of McBain. They were both very active in the community and strong supporters of the McBain Public School. Mr. Westphere was president of the school board when he passed away in 1966. Debbie graduated in 1967, attended Calvin College, and graduated with a bachelor's degree in music. Debbie passed away in 2007 from ovarian cancer. It is preferred that this scholarship be awarded to students who are planning to pursue a career in music, auto body repair, or the medical field. The Westphere Memorial Scholarship is for $1,000, and the winner is Henry Bass. Next is the General Fund Scholarship. The McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation Scholarship Fund was established in 2014. This scholarship was funded by contributions made to the McBain Rural Agricultural School Foundation that are not designated for one of the other specific scholarships. The funds generated by an annual auction held each spring and generously supported by the McBain community and area merchants are also used to support this scholarship. This scholarship has been funded in perpetuity. This year, we will hand out 2 scholarships for $3,000 and 9 scholarships for $1,000. Please come up when I call your name. Macy Ealing, Brett Ealing, Lydia Klein, Daniel McElhaney, Shauna McLean, Caleb Miller, Levi Myers, Gavin Scott, Olivia Termel, Adrian Van Heitzma, and Isaiah Van Heitzma. Congratulations. Nice job. Next is the Peter J. Vandepol Award. This scholarship fund was established in 2014 by anonymous McBain alumnus in honor of Peter J. Vandepol. Mr. Vandepol was a teacher for several years and later the superintendent who guided the McBain school system through consolidations for an additional 27 years into the district that it is today. Mr. Vandepol retired in 1972. This scholarship is awarded to the recipient of the Peter J. Vandepol Award, which was established in 1976 and is the most prestigious award. In January 2021, provided to a student graduating each senior year. We went through a process and students are nominated for this award. Tonight, I will share the nominations with you. The Peter J. Vandepol Award winner will be announced tomorrow night at graduation. Would the nominations please stand up for the Peter J. Vandepol Award? Shauna McLean, Benjamin McNally Rodenbaugh, Isabel Roosevelt, and Genesis Wilson. As we close tonight's program, I would like to take a moment to recognize Mr. Dwayne Ellenbass, who typically gives our closing remarks but was unable to be here this evening. We'd like to take a moment to thank him again for his generosity and his support of McBain students. And I'd also like to wish him a very happy 92nd birthday today. I'd like to take a minute to thank a few people who make all of this happen. They're the behind-the-scenes people that do a ton of work that don't always get seen up here. A special thank you to Heather Short, the high school administrative assistant, Megan Watkins, our guidance counselor, the tech deck, all in the back doing all the work there, Mr. Gary Vanna, the senior class advisor, and our amazing custodial staff who keeps this place looking wonderful. Thank you to everyone who was involved in making this night possible. Would you please join me in thanking all of them? Thank you for coming tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow night at our graduation ceremony. Have a good evening.